There's so much drama going on right now.
Girl, she not ready to have her.
Hey, what is up all my social climbing friends? It's Dustin and I am back with another video. In this video, we're going to be discussing Nikkietutorials and how proud I am of her and what has happened to her that caused her to come out yesterday. Also, we'll be discussing everything that happened with Jerrod Blandino's sister, Lisa. That girl is such a mess. I literally cannot believe that she would say the things that she said yesterday. We will also be discussing Anastasia Beverly Hills. Norvina had an issue and she popped off on Twitter yesterday. But before we get into that, I would like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Juvia's Place. For those of you that do not know about Juvia's Place, they make amazing makeup and it's actually very, very affordable. This is the Violets palette and I know that my lighting is gonna do this so dirty. Actually, if I hold it this way and not, well, here we go. Look, this is so beautiful. If you look at the glitter metallics here, they're so shimmery and so buttery and actually very creamy. I have been playing with this off camera. I may put a look on my vlog channel just for fun because I am always trying to evolve and learn about the things that I speak about on this channel. Juvia's Place is a great makeup brand. Can you believe that this mini palette is only $13.99? Look at the way the palette is designed. The artwork on here is actually incredible. It's very, very beautiful. And my lights are doing it so dirty. There we go. Look. You have to be a queen to wear this. Like, it's really pretty. Also, Juvia's Place did send me extras of these palettes, so I am going to be doing a giveaway with one of these palettes. All you have to do is comment your favorite color down below and a way for me to contact you. I will let this giveaway run until the 18th. Just make sure that there's a way for me to reach out to you if you win. What I'll do on the 18th is I will do the random comment generator in the comments down below. And if your comment's picked and you left me a way to reach out to you, I'll reach out to you, get your information, and this palette will be yours. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So thank you again to Juvia's Place for sponsoring this video. I will leave a link to their website in the description box of this video. I do not make any kind of commission or anything for that link. So you guys go over there and check them out for affordable, beautiful makeup. So as you guys know, yesterday I was going through a whole bunch of stuff and I really didn't get around to watching Nikkietutorials video at first, and then after everything had settled down and I had sat down to eat dinner, I watched Nikkie's video and I was absolutely shocked and blown away. I thought that this was going to be like a bad troll attempt. I thought people were saying lies about Nikkie because she came out as trans, and I just did not believe that at all whatsoever. But it actually turned out to be true, and I am so proud of Nikkie. The circumstances in which she had to do this really honestly make me sick. I think that people should be able to come out on their own time and speak their story their own way, but Nikkie was actually forced into having to do this because she admitted that somebody was blackmailing her with her gender identity. I had absolutely no idea that Nikkie was transgender. In no way would this ever change my opinion of Nikkie. I think she's a beautiful woman. I've always thought that Nikkie was beautiful. She does amazing makeup. I always thought that Nikkie had a really nice personality, but this right here literally made me love her 10 times more. The fact that she had to hide this really honestly makes me upset, but also the fact that somebody would try to hold this over her head. I cannot imagine the pain that she went through and the way that she felt carrying this burden around, that somebody was holding this power over her head. As of right now, Nikkie's video is trending on #1 on YouTube, and I am so happy. That is the spot that Nikkie deserves for this. Nikkie came out roaring in this video because halfway through, maybe 3/4 through the video, she turns to the camera and she's just like, I live for that. That was the mic drop moment of the decade, and we literally just started. I don't know what else could happen that would actually top this. I am so glad that she found the courage to come forward and take her power back in this situation. There have been many, many, many videos made about this, reacting to this, showing so much support to Nikkie, and I am so overwhelmed for her. There is actually an update to this story as well. As some of you may know, I did not report on this, but sometime back, Nikkie did have a nasty breakup with her ex, who allegedly cheated on her, and the person that he allegedly cheated on her with came forward and offered Nikkie an apology. She had this to say: I think after yesterday, Nikkietutorials gave a platform for millions of trans women. Be true to themselves, including me. It's a new year, new beginning, and time to be happy. After so many years of lying and hiding, I don't give a anymore. And hashtag I am me. Nikkie is a beautiful person from outside and inside out, and don't deserve anything bad that ever happened to her. I would never in a million years think that I'd be thanking her, but she deserves it. She owns it. This is my public apology. I am sorry, and shine, girl, shine. Good for her. Good for her. Nikkie actually went on Instagram. I'm not going to put it in here. It's actually honestly really short. And she was shocked at the amount of support that she actually received for this, which blows my mind. Because honestly, I think as society has evolved, I think that people are way more accepting of trans people now more than ever. Of course, there are always going to be people that hate the LGBTQ plus community. That's just a sad fact of the world we live in. But Nikkie, I am so happy for you. I am so proud of you. And you are going to change so many different people's perspectives. You're going to help so many different people that may have been afraid to come out. So Nikkie, my hat comes off to you. You are amazing, and I am so happy, and I hope that you share more of your story when you feel comfortable. Now let's get on to Lisa, Jerrod Blandino's sister. We have spoken about her on this channel here a couple times because she has a mouth that just will not stop. She likes to put little digs in at Nikkie all the time, and anything regarding Too Faced, she's always right there like white knuckling to get her 2 cents in to defend her brother's brand and defend her brother's honor. Now you guys know everything that happened with Too Faced. Jeffree Star exposed this a couple years ago, and then it came back up in the Shane Dawson docuseries with Jeffree Star. And I actually made a video about this, how Nikkie was severely underpaid for what she did in making the Power of Makeup palette, as well as how her palette was allegedly made in the same lab that produced the makeup for Jaclyn Hill, which was a mess. But yesterday, after Nikkie uploaded her video, Lisa, Jerrod's sister from Too Faced, actually updated her bio on Instagram, and she said this really pissed me off. She said, "Transgender, huh? That's not the only thing she's been lying about." When I tell you, when I saw this, and Gigi spilled the tea, thank you so much, girl. She gave me these screenshots, and I actually quote tweeted her yesterday. I was livid. I was so pissed. I was like, so Nikkie's already been through the ringer to begin with her being blackmailed and then being basically pushed up to have to stand up for herself and expose a secret that she may not have been comfortable with at that time, and she has to come forward to the world. But then you want to throw gasoline on a fire and potentially like hurt her feelings even more than you and your brother already have, and severely underpaying her? Like, what? Are you serious? She did go through and she changed her bio quite a few times. I don't know in what order because these screenshots are kind of like out of order, but she did update it to say, "Let's be clear, I love trans people and dislike liars." But anyway, so girl, your argument's still irrelevant. Like, you literally tried to attack somebody that just had to share their story when they probably were not ready to. She then updated it to say, "Like Christmas, Aquarius season needs 2 months." Girl, bye. But then she updated it again and said, "Let's be clear, I love trans people and dislike anyone who lies to her others, period. But anyway, if you came from a lying DC, who cares?" Girl, you have like 3,800 followers. You're sitting over here capping so hard for your brother. Can you please cease and desist with that bullshit? Okay, there is an update to this story. Jerrod Blandino did put on his Instagram the following message. "I would like to make sure it is understood that although I love my sister very much, the things she says or does have absolutely nothing to do with me and do not in any way reflect me, my opinions, thoughts, or feelings, nor speak for me or Too Faced in any way, shape, or form. I have always stood for love, equality, and kindness in my life and everything I do. I am sorry for the hurt she's caused. Let it be known that I am truly shocked and disgusted to my core at her recent actions. I do not tolerate this behavior, and she is no longer an employee of Too Faced. I would like to say how proud I am of Nikkietutorials and how inspired I am for her strength in sharing her beautiful truth with the world. I am sending all my love to her." This was also posted on the official Too Faced Twitter account for the world to see. And all I've got to say about Lisa being fired is good riddance to bad rubbish. Nobody likes a try hard, and Too Faced, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they've been trying really hard for the past couple of years, and they just have not got that momentum back because, as you guys know, Tati doesn't use them anymore. Jeffree Star doesn't use them anymore. Many different brands do not use Too Faced anymore, and it's not just because of the reasons that Nikkie said or the issues that she had with their company. People just generally do not like Too Faced as much as they used to. They're falling off, like, design-wise. Their products are really subpar. A couple of months back, I saw on Twitter there was a post, and it was of one of their palettes, and it literally looked like something you would find at the Dollar Tree for $1. So Lisa, sit your ass down. Now let's jump into Norvina. Now, you guys know I live for Norvina. She is a creative genius. She is very funny, very nice, and she's always been incredibly friendly to me. If she sees that I'm having a bad day, she'll DM me on Twitter and she will say, "Hey, everything's gonna be okay." She is definitely one of those people that I think looks for the positive in everything. So I live and breathe for Norvina. I think she is stunning, she is gorgeous, and I love her outlook on life. And I love the fact that she is very vocal when somebody comes for her. She tweeted out a few things yesterday, and it started with this: The next legal letter I received from a brand trying to challenge long-standing trademarks and practices of this brand so you could make your shit seem legit. I'm putting your ass on blast, so you better be ready for it. Everybody can see how scary you really are. She then followed that up with, I know you all secretly follow me too. So hey boo, what's good? And here's where it gets a little bit thick because she's actually going to be talking about a brand that put a negative connotation beside the makeup that Anastasia Beverly Hills produces. Now you guys know, if you watch Drag Race, Anastasia Beverly Hills has been a very proud supporter of Drag Race for many years, but apparently there's some brand going around saying that Anastasia Beverly Hills is drag makeup. And while that's not a bad thing to me, I think that connotation that they're trying to give it in this sense is actually bad. They're being derogatory, trying to imply that drag makeup is bad. Girl, have you seen some of these drag queens? Norvina had this to say: apologies in advance for my vent session on IG stories. It made me mad. Somebody is running around having their team call our brand drag queen makeup, thinking I'm not gonna find out and catch all the shade they're throwing. I'm way too damn passive. I hate confrontation and I want to avoid it at all costs, but there's something about the energy of 2020 that tells me I'm not putting up with any bullshit. Norvina then went on to post a pretty lengthy Instagram story post that I'm going to put in for you guys that do not use Instagram if you would like to see that. Of course, I will put in a timestamp for those of you that are maybe not interested in this or you have already saw this.
I am a huge believer in being authentic and staying in your own lane, especially in this business, and especially if you are a brand. I think as an influencer, you have some leeway in what you can do and what the public is willing to forgive. But I think as a brand, it's important to do your best. Sometimes you just get caught up and it is what it is. I think that cosmetics can be very competitive on all sides. And you know what? That's just the nature of the business. Competition has absolutely never scared me. But what it does sometimes is it annoys me because people play unfair. And let me explain what that means. That makeup's competitive and it can be competitive, and that's fine. I'm not scared of competition. But sometimes what happens is I think, especially on the brand side, people get a little bit too enthusiastic with winning and play a little dirty. And that really bothers me because I'm very big on being fair. I'm huge on that, as a matter of fact. So, and I also, two things that really turn me off, it's being unauthentic and representing yourself as something that you're not. 'Cause to me, that's just weird. Be you, you know? And two, playing dirty. I mean, it's very simple. Like saying you're one thing when you're really another and the other happens to be negative. That being said, this really rubbed me the wrong way today, and I'm definitely not here to call anybody out per se by name. But I'm annoyed enough to talk about it, and that's a dangerous place for me because I don't usually voice how I feel, and I must be really fucking pissed to say something. A lot of brands these days want to show their support and how down they are, and I think that's great, you know what I mean? And I think for a lot of people it's just a marketing spin, and we know that, and that's none of my business. We started off supporting Drag Race years ago, and it was one of the best decisions we've ever made. I love that show, and I love the community. And I think that, you know, on social media, brands want to show a united front of support, and that's wonderful. What really pisses me off is the double standards. And that is having your field team and your representatives send out a message to consumers that ABH is drag queen makeup. Now, you and I both know that when you say it like that, that energy is negative. You're basically looking down on it. But you would never have the type of balls to come on social media and say that and let your followers know how you really feel. And I don't like that because you're not talking about some influencer that's having a bad day because people are people. You're talking about, you know, as a brand, obviously you have to live up to certain standards and you're responsible for, people expect more out of you. Understandable. They expect more out of me. Understand. So that rubbed me the wrong way in a big way. Because I'm like, what are you trying to say? Like, what are you really trying to say? I play in my hair when I'm stressed, sorry. You guys know me, I'm not petty. I don't get into internet beefs, but that's a fast way to piss me off just because you're not a consumer, you're a brand. And it's not cool, it's unprofessional. So that's it, I guess. That's my little vent of the day. But hi, Lexi. She's so cute. I don't like that. And I don't think your followers will like that either. I've seen that reference thrown around so many damn times. And it's very common amongst industry artists that have been around for a long time that maybe are feeling a little bit left out or loss of job opportunities with the new wave. Influencers are taking all the jobs. They're not taking all the damn jobs, okay? Calm down. They're just more options now. It's not the same old 5 people, and I think that's a good thing. But that's where that energy comes from. I call it old school mentality, and it's not really helpful. It's not all the same, and I think it's what our differences that make us freaking awesome, and that's how we all got here. So relax, literally. Relax, accept it, embrace it. It's dope. Tired of everyone just pretending like it's all good and then talking shit on the low. Like, finding social media and influencers such a threat. Finding us as a threat. I'm sure we're not the only ones. I'm just throwing that because it's my particular situation. But, like, relax, dude. It's all good. You'd win a lot more if you were cool.
Basically, Norvina said, no, you know what, not today. I'm going to call you out. I really wish that she would have mentioned the brand because I like the name and shame type of thing. It's kind of messy, but also when somebody's coming for your brand, when somebody's trying to do something that's trying to impact your sales, your bottom line, your bottom dollar, as well as the people that follow you and your brand, like, I have a total issue with that. You guys, 2020 has been so crazy. There's been all kinds of twists and turns along the way, and we are literally, how many days into this? We're literally 2 weeks into the new year, and 2020 has been explosive with drama. I never pictured that this would be in the cards for us, so I'm really excited to see how the rest of this year goes. If it's anything like the first 2 weeks of this year, we are definitely in for an emotional roller coaster. As always, you guys, please let me know your thoughts down below. Please be respectful of everybody mentioned in this video because I do not want to disrespect anybody, and I am just so freaking proud of Nikkietutorials. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I think that this is just the beginning of the ripple effect that Nikkie's gonna have on the trans community. I am like literally overjoyed. We never really get to have like happy moments here much anymore, but I feel like although the background of this story that caused Nikkie to have to go through and push this story out is sad, I am so happy that she came forward and she can be authentically who she is. She's who she was to begin with me. Nothing's changed. But as always, you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Please be respectful. I hope you all have the most amazing day, night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.